Boils and ghouls, Beto here, and this is not the normal content that I'll make on this channel. In fact, this is more in line with the content I used to make before falling down paranormal rabbit hole. You see, today we are going to be discussing copyright abuse and the biggest offender of this in this niche of the paranormal on YouTube. That's right, boils and ghouls. Everyone's favourite Vlad botherer, thief of vulnerable people's money, the thief of historical artifacts, Lee, really haunted. A quick summary. As most of you know, I annoy a lot of people on the internet. Mostly fakers, liars of paranormal content. Occasionally they are fans because they don't know when they've been shown the truth. And while I am particularly harsh to these bottom feeders, I do promote the legitimate guys. I even state that some of the fakers, their content and their production is next level. Their sound design is amazing, their camera work, their editing, their skills. Not all of them. But what does that have to do with this video? Well, you see, apart from Mindseed and Nuke's Top 5, I've never been copyright claimed by anyone. And Mindseed and Nuke's Top 5 haven't copyrighted me themselves. It's the music they have in the background of their videos. The copyright rules and laws on YouTube are decided not by YouTube. They're decided outside of YouTube, and YouTube creates something called Safe Harbor. Now, I've discussed this before with DMCA coming to Twitch and all the rest of it, when this channel used to give Twitch advice. And Twitch is years behind where YouTube is in that regard. So I do know what I'm talking about. Now, the YouTube copyright rules created by YouTube on the platform are not there to protect me. They're not there to protect you, and they're not there to protect any other creator. They are there to protect YouTube from record labels, movie companies, etc. It is to stop YouTube getting taken to court. YouTube can say, whoop, that guy might have used XYZ part of this Star Wars movie, but we've told him that you can't do that. There's a copyright strike system in place. They found a way around it. Not our fault. Take them to court. That's all it's there for. But people are abusing the system. People like Really Haunted. Now, if I was unfairly using Lee's content, i.e., I downloaded and then re-uploaded his videos, then he has a claim to that copyright. He can claim that copyright. He could even copyright strike me. The reason he hasn't dropped a copyright strike on me is that that could end up in a court of law. But Lee has been very silly with his claim game. He's unfairly using the copyright rules on YouTube. You see, Lee the Tit has allowed certain creators that agree with his narrative, i.e. Laney and Ben, Caspersight and the like, to use his content, while myself and this guy, The Shape, the daddy of debunking, all of our Really Haunted content copyright claimed. Now that doesn't seem fair, does it? In fact, that almost seems like somebody's bending the rules to suit their own narrative, doesn't it? Absolutely, that is exactly what is going on. And The Shape and myself, we're now fighting back. The Shape has notified me he's already started. And today, I'm starting to claim back all of the content that Lee has claimed. The reason I'm doing that is I am so close to monetization that once I hit 1,000 subscribers, everything else is already way above where I need to be. Any money that I earn on YouTube from a Really Haunted video goes straight into his pocket. That's the reason he's claimed me and not struck me, because he wants to earn money off it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, boils and ghouls, that is all that man gives a shit about, is his wallet, his pocket, and his next trip to Romania. But Beardo, you feature his content so heavily. You are correct. I do feature his content heavily. But I feature his content as a reaction video. I add comments. I add commentary. I edit the videos. I'm educating viewers into the tricks and trades of how the fake paranormal are done. I've changed his pitch. I've sped his videos up. I've added comedy. I've added animations. I've added voiceovers. And he has claimed nearly every video that I've done. And I say nearly because his most recent video where I said if he comes after me and he is abusing the copyright system and are violating fair usage policy, I will come after him with the full extent of the law. Now, if I go after him with the full extent of the law, it could end up in a lengthy court battle. Is he going to want to go to court? Am I going to want to go to court? Because essentially, the winners and lose, we will both lose, because there will be more money involved in court fees than what anyone earns off YouTube, unless you're in the millions of subscribers and you've got sponsors and all the rest so they can pay it. He doesn't have the means. I certainly don't have the means. However, all that being said, there are copyright exceptions. And copyright exceptions are laws that allow you to reuse someone else's copyright protected material without getting their permission, but only under certain circumstances. So when deciding whether use is fair, courts, and not YouTube, courts will look at a few factors. You see, YouTube will just blanket protect to stop themselves getting sued. And Lee knows this, and other creators use this while they're abusing the system. But if this went to court, then the purpose and character of use would be looked at. The nature of the copyrighted work, the amount and the substantiality, I know the word I need. Substantiality. The portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole. Some activities may even qualify as a fair use because they involve criticism. I do that. Commentary. I do that. And reporting. I do that. Fair use is there to promote freedom of expression, freedom of speech, what have you. Now, in the UK, it's not called fair use, which is something I didn't know. It's called fair dealing. And if this was to go to court, it would the courts would weigh factors similar to that is in fair use. But categories have to fall within... But the content has to fall within certain categories. Criticism, review, caricature, parody, pastiche. I do a fair bit of parodying. I definitely do criticism. I definitely do reviewing. So that's the law stuff. And by law, I'm doing nothing wrong. Lee isn't doing anything wrong by law. However, for him to claim against me and me to claim back against him, we could go as far as the legal route. It'll never go that far. It's too expensive. However, on YouTube, you can counterclaim against copyright claims if you think that they are being used unfairly. And I believe that Lee is unfairly copyright claiming me. Mostly for his own pocket. Also, he's not treating me the same as he's treating other people. Now, I don't care about his management company. I couldn't give a shit what they say. They're not following the law. And let's be fair, I've looked into his management company that he seems to be on and off with. People are trying to take that company to court for not paying them. Other content creators are looking at them and taking them to court because they haven't been paid by them. So, what I'm going to do, Lee, is I'm going to go through every video that you have copyright claimed against of mine. I am going to argue my point with YouTube, and I'm going to take it as far as I can. For those of you that are receiving copyright claims, this is how you fight back. Go to your YouTube studio, go to your content, and then these three lines here, click there, and then put in copyright claims, or highlight copyright claims in the drop down menu. Click on that, it'll bring up all of your copyright claimed videos, and then basically click on a video that you want to dispute. There you go. I've already done one because he's copyrighted the same video twice. Dispute is under review. The dispute expires in 30 days. If he doesn't answer back in 30 days, I basically win. If he tries to take it further, he'll have to copyright strike me, and then he's got a battle on his hands. Anyway, DRM, like living in a horror movie. Content found during, so it tells you exactly where it is. This is the important bit. If you become a member of the YouTube Partner Program, this claim may affect your ability to monetize this video. So the three dots on the side there, actions. Now you can remove the claimed content by trimming out the section, replacing the song, muting the song. If you do any of these three things, that entire section of your video will be muted. Your voice as well. Do you have the rights to this content? Dispute. Click on that, and then it'll say, I own a copy of this song. I'm not making money from my video. I give credit to the copyright owner. Now, I don't make money from this video yet. I gave credit to the copyright owner, which I do. He's listed in the title. He's shown in the thumbnail. And I clearly say where he is. Really haunted. All the time. But that's not what I'm here for. My dispute isn't based on any of the reasons above. I would still like to dispute this content ID claim. Now it says, select the main reason for which you're disputing this claim. Original content. The content claimed in the video is my original content. I own all the rights to it. I do not. License. I have a permission or a license to use the content claimed in my video. I do not. This is where... right, public domain. That's not viable for me. Copyright exception, such as fair use. Now, as you remember, I said fair use doesn't apply to the UK because it's called fair dealing. I have significantly transformed the content claimed in my video. The video is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exceptions to copyright. I'm clicking that because I run a commentary, I add animations and all the rest of it. Comedy. We'll continue there. Fair use, each case is different. Right, I'm not going to read all this out to you. You can Can I expand that? Pause the video and just have a look at all of that. Types of reuse that are okay, common misconceptions. I believe my video is protected under fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright. Continue. Types of reuse. Now you get a whole list there. Now I could fall under reaction, education, entertainment, news report, or documentary, really. But we're going to go with reaction because that is where I started. That is where all of these videos come from. I start by reacting and then I debunk. And then I educate people on where the fakeness is. So then you've got to give a reason. Why is the use of your claimed content an example of fair use? And you have to fill this in. Luckily, boom, I've already done one. I create reaction videos to the paranormal. I also debunk fake paranormal videos for educational reasons. I supply commentary. Did I spell commentary wrong? I don't care. I supply commentary on the video. I use animations and I explain how trickery and editing is involved in order to create the illusion of a haunted house, poltergeist activity, and demonic activity. I think that about covers it. This video does not infringe anyone's copyright. I understand the claimant will be able to review my video and dispute rationale. And I understand filing fraudulent disputes may result in termination of my YouTube. Sound fair? Obviously, I've got to put my real name in there, so you're not going to see that bit. And there we go. You click send or dispute. Dispute under review. Dispute expires in 30 days. Boom. Now, if I was monetized in the meantime, while this dispute is under review, nobody makes a damn penny, and I couldn't care less. But that's how you dispute. Obviously, if you're in the UK, it's not fair usage, it's fair deal. Just so you, if you do go up against a channel like this, just so you know the terminology, because he won't have a clue. Most people won't have a clue. So guys, we'll go back to finish the video on the other screen, and you are going to stop copyright claiming me, Lee, because what I am doing is using your videos to educate, to react, and I'm using you as an example. And please read my comments, because there's 4 people now. I'm using you as an example of how your bending of the truth, or you're outright lying in the field of the paranormal, is doing harm to people's mental health. Now, while people have come into my channel, a few recently telling me I'm a nasty, horrible person. One guy had been here from day one, from back in my Twitch stuff. I basically said, I don't know when you've become so horrible, but I'm out, I don't like it. That's absolutely fine. You're entitled to walk away, you're entitled to be like, Beardo, you're going a bit far, calling people fucking tits and insulting people's hygiene, what have you. I couldn't care less. The only people that take issue with me are those whose views I disagree with. Now, some of my viewers that are still here may say, ooh, you've gone a bit far there. And I'll say, yeah, I did. But these people are relieving people of their hard-earned cash. They are causing mental health issues and concerns to people. They are taking goods, money, donations, artifacts off people, and they're making the rest of the paranormal community look like complete lunatics. Yes, proving demons, I went after in 2 videos really harshly. If I hadn't deleted the 3rd one, you'd have seen a very different side to me, because I went even worse at him. And I've deleted it because I'll come off that one looking bad, because I was in a bit of a mood when I recorded it. I got sick of the copyright claims. I had 3 people have a pop at me yesterday, like, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. One person told me I'm not a debunker. I am. When I sit there and I show masking, I show strings, I show digital manipulation, I show how to add in sounds, that's debunking. Oh, you're just a reaction channel. This channel used to be called Beardo Reacts. Before that, it was Beardo Content Creation, because this channel initially was all about how to grow on Twitch. And then there were 50 other channels doing a far better job than I did. And then I was thought, you know what, I'm going to delete the channel. Before I delete the channel, I'm going to do reaction videos to scary stuff, because I love the paranormal and I love being scared. And then what happened was, I kept finding bullshit. And the more I watched, the more I'm like, this is taking the piss. This is my belief system these people are using for a laugh. I didn't want to be a debunker. I wasn't really sure what a debunker was until I started watching Mr. Grey. And I started watching Mr. Grey after I found a Mindseed video. I was doing my usual reaction. I'm like, oh, the sound on this, or the production value. Look at all of this they're capturing. Holy shit, those 3 balls have just moved at the same time and only one is supposed to have. Somebody came into my comments recently and said, you're wrong about that video. Watch it in 4K. I've watched it in 4K on the TV. All 3 balls moved. That's what caught my attention. When I am doing reaction videos and I re-upload, I am restricted to 1080p because of my capture card. That's what runs between my PC, my monitors, and my webcam. That's what allows me to do all of this. And when I saw that, everyone that agreed with me was like, we could see, like, the realization and the, oh shit, I've been reacting to these guys and they're lying to me. And that soured my experience with the paranormal on YouTube. And the more I watched, and the more Nuke's Top 5, and the more Slap Tam, the more I watched, the more fake I spotted, the more I was getting annoyed. And then I accidentally found myself debunking loads of things. And I found myself watching people like Mr. Grey and Purple and Later the Sheep. And then on the other hand, I found people like the Ouija Brothers, where I'm like, this is real ghost hunting. These are people debunking in a nice enough way. Now, on occasion... Now, Mr. Grey is not guilty of it. He never goes over the top, and he's never nasty, or he's never a dick. The Sheep has, on occasion, said some things that'll upset the people he's aiming in at. I've done my fair share of saying things that will upset people, and I don't care. Because these people are shitting on my paranormal views, they are shitting on my paranormal beliefs. If I was to go into a video and full on rant about why I don't believe in religion, I'm going to upset people. And I'm going to upset people by shitting on their belief system. That's wrong. And that's exactly what these people that are faking videos are doing. They're shitting all over my belief system. They're making me look stupid because I go out there and I ghost hunt. Other people from the outside looking in that are looking at Really Haunted and Proving Demons and laughing at how ridiculous and absurd it is, are looking at every paranormal investigating channel the same. To the point where people are going into the Ouija Brothers channel and saying things like, I'm unsubscribing because in 5 years you haven't found nothing except a few knocks and bangs. That's because it's real paranormal investigating. Absolutely real. That is how paranormal investigating should be done. So that's where I come from. And that's why I get annoyed, because it's not just Really Haunted that's annoyed me with this fake content. This has happened time and time again, from Ghostwatch, which scared the majority of the UK. If you can find it, watch it. It was brilliant for its time. It scared a lot of people. And when it came out as fake, and people realised it was fake, it was like, gutted. Most Haunted, same thing. Once they started getting outed for stuff, the viewership tanked. And people were really disappointed and angry. Same with Ghost Hunters. Now, Ghost Adventures, I'll watch Ghost Adventures, but not because I think they're really capturing ghosts. I find it hilarious. Now, I can't debunk and feature those guys on YouTube because they're owned by a TV network, the Travel Network or Travel Channel. They will take people to court. The TV network will take people to court for using their copyrighted material. So once I've ended this video, I'm going to counterclaim all of the copyright claims Lee's put against me. If any are unsuccessful, I will re-edit those videos in a way, because I've learned from Purple, that means he can't copyright me, and I'll re-upload them. If any are unsuccessful, I will make sure that the claim goes through, but he doesn't get any money. I won't monetize those videos just so he can't get the money. I don't need it. I don't want it. It'll hurt him more than it hurts me, because I never set out to do this for money. Money is not what I am doing this for. It is, if I wanted to make money, I wouldn't be on YouTube right now. I'd be on Twitch, because I actually earn money on Twitch. Doing something I love where I'm far less aggressive. I just play horror games to get scared. Not about the money. I've got a full-time job and I earn off Twitch. This is a passion of mine. This is me finding the truth. I want to find the truth of the paranormal, and I want to expose every liar and faker for what they are. This is why you see more and more channels getting featured here. It's because I'm determined to take down as many people as I can that are fleecing you of your cash. So let this be a warning to any other channels that I do a reaction or a debunking video on. I will take back the copyright claims from you. I am to the best of my knowledge sticking to the rules of fair usage, whether that's in the States, the UK, the different terms, but it's all the same thing. So I will come back against any of you. I have read the fair usage policies on YouTube. They're easy to find. You can just Google them. YouTube fair usage policy. And then you'll find a YouTube link. Go and read that. Any of you creators out there that want to make these videos and you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm going to get a copyright claim. Make the video. Make the video, fight the claims. As long as you're editing, as long as you're running a commentary, as long as you're informative, you're all good. And people are really haunted don't realize that. So I hope you've all learned something. We're doing another video like this. This was literally just because I know you're watching, Lee. I just want you to know exactly where I've got you. I've got you by the balls. And I have dumbed this down immensely just to make the video easier to make. Thank you for all the love. 863 subscribers. Not bad for a fat, angry guy that can't be asked to shave, right? Much love. Beardo out.